Hello everyone, it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back, not as frequently as I want to, but well, you see me now and then. I'm sharing with you this page in my Faces journal, something that I felt like doing, don't know why, but I wanted to do something with a crow. I like crows a lot. I think they are mystical and very smart, and they are just pretty. So, drawing a bit of a crow-like bird. It's going to look better later. So, and I'm cutting him out of the paper, as you can see. Now I'm using this Liquitex, I think it's white flaked gel medium. It has white flakes and you can color it in any color you like. You'll see that later. But it gives a lot of nice texture to the bird. And while that is drying, I am working on the lady, and no specifics. I just drew her. I can't explain things. So I'm using re-inker in the colors of orange and brown. That's because that's the color of the mood board of, on the Facebook group that I'm in. And so I'm choosing, I think it's, oh, you can see it's an orange. Oh, come on, Anya. I'm sorry, I can't, I don't, I really don't remember. And so I'm just coloring with the re-inkers, and you can see that I am diluting it with water to get a nice spread, and you see that it brings the colors down just a little bit more, less intense, but not less pretty. So with only one or two colors you can create different shades of the orange. So I'm using a little sponge with leftover re-inkers through this paper stencil from Prima, I think it is, or not. Oh, Faber-Castell, I think. I don't know. And I'm just using up whatever I had left on my craft sheet. Not that pretty, but nothing is going to waste. So then I forgot to tape. So I'm leaving this in so you can see how I did the background. I just used a little bit of gelato through a stencil, and now I'm doing the same here so you can see what I did. Just colorizing it quick. Use a stencil, use a darker color of gelato to go over the stencil and then just rub it in. That's basic stencil and gelato technique that I do a lot. You've seen me do it before. Now I'm using the gelatos to colorize the crow in a dark purple, cherry black, and a black gelato. Using a little bit of water to get it flowing. And well, I like the way this was going. I just rubbed a little bit off. As you can see, it brings a little bit of sparkle to the crow. And then I went in with the stencils. I like using stencils on my backgrounds. Now doing it in her hair. Her hair was too black, so I didn't like it, so I had to tone it down just a little bit. Now I'm using Polychromos pencils and Derwent ink Intense pencils and watercolor pencils to colorize her face. I did leave a little bit in, but you've seen me do this so many times. So creating different shades of pink and purple because I wanted to keep it as light as I could. So no bold, weird blue, green or orange colors. A little bit of orange because of course there's orange in the background and I like that to be in her face as well, but just here and there, nothing too fancy. Now I'm using a little bit of orange to go around her face. It was way too call it messy around her face. I change it up later, of course I do that. But I wanted to get a nice even look. So then I use a brown metallic color and you can see it's getting darker already. So I'm using it to shade a little bit more behind her. But I didn't want to use black at this point. Using the same color to shade around the crow, as you can see, and even more with a little bit of black, because I initially wanted to write here in this this flap behind the crow. Didn't do that in the end. I might still later. Using a Posca pen to colorize the eyes, giving some highlights here and there to make them pop a bit more, stand out. And here already I saw that her eyes were way too close to her, to the sides of her face. So I'll change that later. I made some pictures in the end, showing you that, because I didn't tape everything. I have big problems with uploading videos and editing and converting it to MP4, and it's a mess. So it takes me a lot of hours to do this. So I'm starting to like her a bit more. Now you see I fiddle around as I always do, and colorizing her dress. Yeah, just a simple, it's just a simple dress. And of course going in with a stencil again. I love that. And it just creates a really, really pretty background. You can see that. Dress her as, look, I really think that's pretty. And just go over it, why not? Makes everything come together. Now just going around the edges and the edges of the crow and the edges of the pages with black VersaFine, and through a stencil a little bit, and then doing the beak of the crow, and then you'll see that I put a little bit of glossy accent on his eye and put some words down on the page, as you can see here. So I hope you liked it, everyone, and thank you for watching again and commenting, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.